Welcome, everyone, from FinCom and our esteemed guests. It's been a while since we've gotten together, so I'm glad to see everyone here and ready to start another season of Finance Committee for the town of Walpole. So the first order of business is that I'm going to resign tonight as chairman of FinCom for personal reasons. So that's why we'll be reorganizing the committee and voting for a new chairman and perhaps other positions. So with that being said, I'd like to open up the meeting to nominations for the president of FinCom. Ed?
Please, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Paul Stas for president. Chairman, Prez. El Jefe.
Best boss of the world.
Second.
And we have a second? Oh, okay. For Mr. Stasakevicius.
Did I pronounce it?
Stasakevicius, that's okay. If elected, I won't make you say my last name, I promise.
All right, who's second?
All right, any,
Mark.
Mark?
Okay, thank you.
Mark seconded.
Any other nominations for the position of chairman?
Careful what you wish for.
Is that what it is? Okay.
You know, the only point of order, you're currently holding the office of vice chairman, so.
We have to vote.
You gotta vote me in.
So gotta vote.
I know I'm running
Well, then
out
I'm
of
glad we
votes.
settled that point of order, so. All right, there being no other nominations for chairman, all those in favor of Paul for chairman of FinCom, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Wow, thanks, guys.
It's official. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Don't
Bill.
say thank you for
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say lucky.
Yeah, 40 articles? God, you guys don't like me. So, thank you. So I guess now the next order of business is to get a vice chair. So do I have any nominations for vice chair?
Mark Trudell?
Trudell?
Second.
Okay. Any other
Andrew, I think.
Yep.
I'll nominate Tom Bowen.
Tom Bowen. Okay.
I second.
Second. All right.
Wait a minute. All right, you gotta do it first.
Andrew and Laura. on the
Yeah, I
second.
know.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Andrew nominated, yeah.
Lara, and
Last time.
okay. Then the
who
next one,
was for Tom?
who did that?
Ron nominated.
Nominated Tom.
I seconded.
Ed second.
Thank you.
You're doing well.
Any others?
Doing fine, Claire.
Anyone else? Make it a three-legged race? No? Okay. So I guess we'll go in order of appearance, right? So I guess those in favor of Mark being vice chairman, do you want to raise your hand? and say it?
Yeah.
Raise
Show of
your
hands.
hand.
Oh,
Before you
sorry,
do that,
John.
did,
Somebody second?
Yes.
were either one of them gonna talk to us as to why they thought they should be vice chairman, or is that not appropriate?
It is
That's appropriate. Sure.
Okay.
It's up to the chairman, but it is appropriate.
Yeah, if you, obviously, sure. Mark, you had some words?
Okay, sure. This is my fourth year on the Finance Committee. Was vice chair for a year. Basically, I'm at every single meeting. I've got a background in accounting and finance. Been an active scout leader for 37 years in Foxborough and Walpole, and also in my hometown in Connecticut. Also am currently active as the treasurer of a troop. I think I bring a lot to the table in preparation and paying attention to details, and I think I'd work well with Paul.
Very good. Mr. Bowen?
Well, I've been on various boards in the town through the years, so I have kind of a broad knowledge of issues, sewer and water and building, committees appointed by the selectmen on buildings and property usage. This is my second tour on Finance Committee, so I have a lot of experience on Finance Committee. I've also chaired several of the other committees, personnel, sewer and water. So I think I bring a lot of experience on that, and then just other experience managing large construction projects and overseeing facilities all over New England and America. Gives me a pretty good idea of budgeting and some of the facility and other issues that we have going on, so it would be interesting.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. So we'll just do a show of hands.
Mhm.
That would work?
Yep.
Great. Forgive me, I'm still tired from last night. I'm sure you all are too. So those in favor of Mark, please raise your hand. Okay, there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I got, yeah, 1, 2, count twice. Claire, did you get all the names?
Okay, hands up for names.
Okay.
Andrew, Allison, John, Susan, Josette, Mark.
Wait a minute.
All right, it's easy to do math. Remember, I'm a math guy. Congratulations.
That's right.
Hmm?
Seven.
The 7.
The 7?
7 names.
Seven.
Yep.
Are we gonna take the votes for?
Can we count again?
The 7.
5, 6.
No, 7.
Only 14 present.
Yeah.
Yeah, then, okay, well, like I said, this is gonna be interesting.
Yes,
So how many
Okay.
are present? 2?
14.
14.
We're missing Pat.
Oh, Pat's not here.
Pat's missing. Missing an
Have
H.
to take the vote for Tom.
Yes, well, those for Mr. Bowen, raise your hand. Let's see, 7. So everybody else on the other side.
Yep.
So we're at a stalemate, so we'll have to wait till, I guess,
Yeah.
So
Pat.
Pat.
yeah, Pat.
Mhm.
Oh, it's an absentee.
Alrighty.
Which is why you always get
So, on to other business, I guess. Jimmy can't be here, he apologized. Kid got hurt, so I just texted him to see how he's doing, I haven't heard back, so really not much to, as far as an overview, unless you wanna shed some light on anything fun, exciting coming from the town meeting, or we can wait till Thursday. I'm only putting you on the spot, I'm kidding. No, you don't, we'll go over this on Thursday, seriously. Yeah, I mean, we got, what, 40 articles, so it's gonna be a fun, fun budget season. One thing I would like to ask you guys is, we'll kinda go over the whole budget. Well, first up, thanks for letting me do this. Secondly, I have no agenda, so I'm gonna need some help. But in thinking about the budget and when department heads and folks come up to see us, I'm hoping that maybe prior to, we could have a conversation that, what questions we wanna have answered, like what's important to you guys. So this way, when that department head comes and, they might have, I'm gonna pick on Chief Bailey because he's always here. Chief, I don't need to see the 9-slide presentation of the the fire station. It's awesome, great. If I want to go check it out, I'll just put my hard hat on and go look at it. What I want to know is like, what are your concerns about staffing? Because that always is a concern. Or if it's overtime or things that are coming down the pipeline in the growth of the community, how does that affect you? So those are the things. So this way, and we can get that to the department heads, and so when they come in, it's a bit more of a fruitful meeting. How's that? So it's not always kind of like the same stuff. That being said, I look forward to meeting with any and everyone about upcoming meetings, so that, and whatever's gonna be beneficial for us guys. When we go through the budget, if it's cool with you, like, if we don't have a question for, say, the veterans chairperson, like if their budget's cool, there's no reason to have that individual sit outside for 2.5 hours only to come up here and go, any questions? Nope, okay, see ya. It's kind of a waste of time,
So how would you,
Well, no, I think what we do is when we go through the budget, if we, because JJ and his group have done a good job. If you don't have nobody has any questions about, I just picked veteran affairs, I just picked that one for instance, but, like the selectmen, there's another one, we just approved that. They don't come here anyways, but you know what I mean? Like, if it's a budget item that has no discussion and we're all in favor for, and we don't have any questions for said individual who is in charge of that little snippet, I don't think it's really necessary to have them come in front of us unless.
I disagree.
Okay.
And the reason I do is because I think it's useful for the entire committee to hear from each department head what he or she has been doing, what problems they're having. I think they should be given their time to make an overall presentation. That in turn may raise questions that when you're looking in the binder, the hard numbers may not cause to bubble up. So, this is my 8th year, and I find that presentations are very useful. Again, you're right. I mean, if we'll pick on the Veteran Services again, if there aren't a lot of questions, we'll hear the presentation, they're on their way. I think it's part and parcel of their job to come and do that. So I would be very reluctant to, just because no one voices a question ahead of time, to say we don't need
Well,
them
it's
to
not so
come.
much that, but more so, can I get questions from you guys that I could give to said department heads?
I think
forward to
that's a
them, so
good
that-
idea if we have them, but I don't think we should truncate our conversation or cut it off. I think it's good for everyone to hear. Obviously, you're right. If there's a particular issue we know about, we want that person to be prepped to respond to it. But I think the general conversations that I've heard over the years often trigger questions that you may not have had in the days leading up to it. I don't see how everyone
Fair
else
enough.
feels, but
Okay.
I feel strongly we ought to have the presentations.
Oh, I'm not saying that we're not gonna let them come in and present at all.
Oh, I thought you were saying
No,
if there were
no,
no
no, no.
questions, they wouldn't come.
No, but if
Oh.
somebody like, if Veteran Affairs doesn't have an issue, they don't have a presentation, and
They
we have
don't
no
do.
questions for them, I'm not gonna have the individual just kinda hang out for 2.5 hours and,
They always come in and
Yeah.
present, though.
okay, maybe that was a bad example.
Well,
Because hypothetically, with the veterans, they're merging with Medfield.
Yes, I heard that.
So there are going to be new issues there, plus they are moving into the community center in December, when that is completed. So I think because of the example you brought forward,
Yeah, I picked a doozy,
being the
didn't I?
veterans, there's going to be more
Should've picked somebody
questions
else.
than what there possibly may have been previously.
Okay, all
Okay?
right, my bad.
No, it's not a bad.
The other thing too about presentations is that it may or may not occur this year, but as we go down the road, certain budgets are gonna start getting tighter because priorities are changing. And a department head will come in and says, yeah, this year we had to do X. And instead of having a full-time clerk or secretary at my disposal, I now have to share that person 60-40, and I'm on the 40 side. I really could use them the 60 side. And, then we go to the town administrator, I know you have to make choices. Can you explain why this choice was made? And we've tried to find a way to, balance it off so that one department doesn't get sacrificed for another.
Fair enough. Excellent.
also, one more thing. We oftentimes ask the department heads about capital expenditures. So we gave you this money. How did it work out? I mean, I think that's part and parcel of what
Oh,
we ought to
sure.
routinely be doing. As also, we used to tour the departments,
Yep.
which was a great idea because you could see
yeah.
firsthand what kinds of physical conditions they're dealing with and what kinds of equipment needs and physical plant needs they have, so.
Sure. Fair enough. All right.
Just
Yes,
one other
Mark?
comment on the schedule. All meetings are in this room except for when we meet with the school department. Those will be over at the library. Just so everybody can kind of mark their calendars accordingly.
Right.
A lot of the other departments generally don't warrant a big turnout, but as we approach articles, there may be a buzz, and we may end up moving some meetings, but for the most part, we'll be here.
Cool. Anybody else have any other comments, questions? Statements? Nope. All right. I think we got some minutes Let's see, October 12. If you guys haven't looked at it, I'll give you a second.
So we could-
Find something?
No, I read it last week when you sent them out.
Have to go in the Wayback Machine. Any changes, any typos? Everything good?
We're just doing October 12th first.
Right, yes. And we got a packed agenda, so.
I'll move to accept the minutes of October 12th, 2017.
Seconded by Jake. All right. All those in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstained? All right, unanimous. On to November 13 minutes. Give you guys a minute.
Move favorable action on the minutes of November 13th.
Second?
Seconded by Mark. Susan and Mark. All those in favor accepting November 13 minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? One abstention, Ron.
Yeah. That was the driving.
I think we're good. Jimmy, if you're out there watching, hope everything's okay. Wish the kids some luck. And do I have a
Motion
motion?
to adjourn?
Second?
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
We'll see you Thursday.